Greetings and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Dgray and today we continue our Let's Play of this awesome game where we're just watching our base move products around in a very efficient manner. So this is looking rather cool. I am enjoying it very much. So in the last episode we got the start of our mall up and running. We also got green science produced. So that means we have all the sciences flowing in at the moment, and I think it's about time we try something new. So we just got a new research done. If you go into our upgrades, look down here, right here, we've gotten the mecha warp unlocked. So I think a cool thing to do in today's episode would be try and go to our new solar system. Right now we are watching our Dyson Sphere get constructed. As you can see, these are the nodes, these are the frames in between the nodes. So if you see it on this map, it is pretty much this part we can see from our planet right now. Slowly being constructed, solar sails going in, generating power. So that is really cool. Power-wise, we are still a bit behind, but we're running at a somewhat decent speed. To get more power, either we'll launch more solar sails or we'll build more Dyson Sphere, both of which we are doing at the moment. So why don't we try and go to a new planet and see if we can get some more resources flowing in. Right now I think one of the main things we are lacking might be something like sulfur and such. I think this might be, it's still keeping up, but it's not the best process. It's quite expensive. But yeah, as soon as we start to use science, this will go completely mad, as we can see here. It just can't keep up. So to warp, it is a quite simple process. Before we do it, we'll have to take a few items with us if we have to go to new worlds. But in theory, we just craft some. There's a normal recipe right here that takes our green lens. Is that what it's called? Yeah, graviton lens to make 1 for 1. But these we can do 8 to 1. So let's just grab some of you. I'll just grab 10 from right here. Let's craft some gravity matrices. Not quite sure how many we can have in our inventory, but I think it's 1 per warp. So yeah, we'll have those, and then at some points when we'll have transportation between solar systems, we'll have one here that will transport or collect items from a different solar system nearby. Right now we have one right here that is 3 light years away. We have one here that's 9 light years away. So you should probably just go to the one that's closest. 11, 7, 8. So what if we try to go to Antagonis? This one? It's a K-type star with a few different things. We can see what it is if we get exploration 3, which would be quite nice to get. And research that, to be honest. Yeah, let's get this done so we can actually see what's on the other planet, and that should be done. I know the power's flickering a bit. By the time we have to leave. So, time to gather a few of the resources we need. We are still building up more and more of these. Of course, we are lacking the deuterium, which we are cracking or producing about as fast as we can in this setup. There's also the one that used the particle collider. That might be good to look at for making it just go a tiny bit faster. Can't remember if we have any in our inventory. Doesn't look like it, but yeah. So some of the things I want to get done if we'll start to transport between planets is, one, we'll have to get some buildings. For this, I'll just do maybe smelters or maybe just transport the ore back. Not quite sure what we should do yet. As we discussed in the last episode, it does depend a bit on how the recipe is. So this is 1 to 1, we can fly it back. 1 to 1. 2 to 1 would be better to process at the area, and the same with this one. So whether it's 1-to-1, flying it back would probably be better since we're not playing with infinite resources. And we can just make a massive smeltery array. Just with the ores flying in. So yeah, we could also just transport all of it. Don't know how expensive it is to do it. I know it's only gonna give us half the throughput. But we'll see what we'll do. For now, I want to craft a few of our interstellar logistics stations. Firstly, let's go and grab some of the items we need. Do we have any in storage? Probably not, that's all being used, but I think we have some at our old main bus. So let's just do this quickly. Go and have a little look if we have any anywhere. And towers we have, that's fine. I'd like to craft a few of you. If we set up smelting anywhere. Let's see, where do we have what I'm looking for? I'm looking for these. Let's just grab what we can. We probably have given them a chest, but right now that's fine. Solar sails going up here. Rockets launching in the background every 20 seconds or so. So we need power. One thing I don't know that we should probably test is, does this one work over solar systems? Because if you can get this one to send power to the other planets just through the Dyson Sphere, I actually think that would be a very, very good way to get the power to flow there. So you don't have to build solar panels and such all the time. So that I also want to try. So let's just go and get ourselves a bit of steel. I'll just take some from here if we have any in storage. 100, 200. So let's try this. This is gonna be an endeavor. Something like the Star Trek Discovery. Not that I'm a massive Star Trek fan, but I do know a bit about it. Have watched a bit. So yeah, belts is needed for transfer to the tower. Other than that, not really. Probably get some of our Mark 1s, maybe some Mark 3s, depending on what we do in terms of setup. Also need to get some drones, unless we just have them on this side and they fly there and back with the resources. Also transporting the warp cores. We'll see how it looks. So probably set up a logistic tower here with warp cores. Or space warpers even, as they're called. So let's see, you acquire a lot of things we don't have, just iron. Oh, our iron is actually starting to lag a bit. Because we're not getting enough ore. I thought we had fixed this. So we might have to go to one of our neighbor planets before we warp to another one, just to set up a bit more iron ore production so we can get it transported back to here. I actually think that would be quite wise to do. Should we quickly set that up? Yeah, to be honest, I think it's easy just flying back everything here to processing. I don't mind the half throughput on some of these towers because, yeah, that's just the way it is, and I think it'll work anyway. Hopefully it'll work that way. Of course, you do require warp cores that does cost quite a bit, but that is just the way it is at the moment. Oh, you're somewhat expensive. Let's do 4 for now. Is this one filled? I think it has 10. They are not all in use, but we will take some from the other planet as well. So let's see, what do we need? Power supply. I'll take some solar, just because that is easy to set up. We could also take some wind, because that is also somewhat easy to do. We'll check out how the planet is when this one's up and running, if we can use that. Let's just build a ton of things to get going. To be honest, I actually think wind might be a bit better than solar in some regards, since it's going all the time. So just craft some of you. We really need to set this up in automated production as well. We have a ton of things we might not need. You can go in there, that's enough power. Let's go get some solar as well, because that is always good to have a bit of. Just a smidge. Let's get a few of you. And yeah. Able to use vein reserves in planetary systems 6 light years. Within 6 light years. You can now view vein reserves of a planetary system within 6 light years. So you can freely collect resources within 6 light years. Whatever that means. So let's check here. Where is the system we want to go to? 13, 10. Oh! Look at that. This one is what we want to go to. 3 light years. We're actually a bit alone out here. It's quite far to everything else. Signal detected. Ooh, fire ice, organic crystals, and spiniform slagmatite crystal. Whatever that is used for. It might be good flying all of that back. Mass on M. Does it say here what it is? No. Radius on R. Okay, so since it's this close, I think it might be good just going here for now as a start. Did we ever craft one of these? Let's crank a few more beams. Are they this way? Where do we have them? Oh, what's the other way? Should be just down here. Solar cells still keeping up. Wait, where are they at? Am I blind? I can't see them. Ah, they're right there. My bad. So let's grab some of you as well. Just so we can hook up these. That is one. Let's just craft 2 so we have it. That way we at least have enough to go back and forth, and hopefully that will be enough for what we need. Miners, also need a bit of that. We'll probably set up these as well in the hub in between episodes, maybe show it. Not quite sure if that is the exciting part to see right now. So isn't this a good start to go? Tire star cluster. Yeah, that is bad. We need more. So power, we have some miners, we have a way of transporting it back, we have some warp things. We'll just set it up down here. Would not be a bad idea. But in theory, this is all being used. We can just take a few and make warp cores right next to this for now. Let's try this. I think it's in a chemical plant. What is it made in? Assembler. Normal assembler. We'll just take a few from this one into that to make the warp cores, and then we'll store them right here. I think that'll be the best way to do it for now. Making 8 every 10 seconds. Not too bad. There we go. And you'll go onto a belt going into this one. And please do that. You will... Ooh, yeah, maybe this one. Or should it be in an interstellar one so we can actually get it transported around the place? We can fly to the other tower and use that as the output points. Is that what we should do? That's 16. Come to me. That's 40 warp cores. I have 20 at a time. So if you set warp cores on you, or space warpers, it's a weird name. Set it to 1,000. That'll require just a bit more than 100 of these. Yeah, we might as well just set it to 1,000. That is fine. And then I would like to output you to the belt right here. This will be fast enough to keep up. That'll just supply here to whoever needs it. Still debating if we should do a different one here. to change this one out with an interstellar one. We have an interstellar over here. Let's see that we couldn't fear just get him in here and fill up this one. But I want this one to request an ion, remote supply and local supply. So it just flies around, gets it in. And we should get a second one as well. That could be what we do over here. Making a second one. If we have room for one back here, maybe. Let's try that. Still trying to figure out the best way to do this. So if you set one out here. For now, that will request in items, and then I still don't know how far it will produce these, but let's do that for now. Okay, and you will stop. I don't want to go into this one anymore. Please get all of you into my inventory. There, and reset that one. Then we'll take the belt going into that one instead. But then we can also get other things in here. Could in theory get this hooked up as well for when it's needed. Remote supply. We can take the transport vessel range. I don't want ores, I just want the space warpers. And then we'll figure out the rest later. 1000 please. Remote supply, local supply, so this supplies everywhere. There's some power for you. Go into there. And 75. So that will slowly fill up. That is actually taking quite a lot of power. That's fine. So let's firstly go set up the iron very quickly on another planet to get that transported back with the miners, and then we'll go to another star system where we'll hook up whatever we need to transport between the places. Give me a few of you. Could in theory increase this a bit low as it is right now. And is that it? One tower for flying it back. We have that. We have some power generation. We have one of the arrays we want to test for to compare to the Dyson swarm. I don't think it can go over. Of course it can't, because if energy is transported at the speed of light, then it will take 6 light years or 3 light years to get there. So that might not be optimal. There we are. Okay, time to fly to another planet and just fill it with resources. Making a mining world. So, firstly, wait, we need more miners. We need a lot more miners. That is enough. Okay, that's fine. So, firstly, let's go to the other planet here. I want to go to the lava world because that's the easiest place to set it. Says to set it up first. So, Lasagna 1. Please go this way. Look how good it looks. Go, go, go. There we are. Oh, look at it. Being built and looking cool. Wonder how it is flying through. Oh, that's just better. But look at the Dyson swarm. It looks so good. Okay, so time to hook up a ton of... Oh, wait. It is hooked up. Oh, wait. So you set it to demand other players. You should... I was sure we set this up, so I wasn't just losing my mind. Let's go back just quickly and check, and then we'll go to another star system. It's right there, the one I want to try and go to. Wait, let's go the correct way as well. See, where is it at? It is over there. Okay, I'm blind. I can't see my planet. Okay, why? Oh, wait, this way? Ah, there we are. I was like, I can't see it. So was it just you forgot to set the request back here? Was that why we weren't getting any iron? That seems to be the case. Luckily, we have a very nice amount of power being generated. So traveling between planets in the same solar system is not really an issue anymore. Ooh, it's right down there. So let's go over this way. Want to go to that tower and figure out why it's not requesting any. Is remote demand. So now this one should increase. That does require quite a bit of power. That's all of those. I hope some from the other planet is flying as well. But we'll see. Let's just check here on the star map. It's just requesting from back here. There goes. That is that how? Oh, that's not far. It has to travel. There should be a ton of iron going in. Let's just watch it go in and get drones picking it up. Let's see where you're at. Oh, there they are. Look at all that delicious iron. That should be picked up locally or delivered by the drones. They're starting to work. Flying it towards or processing pretty much on the opposite side of the world. But that's the way it is. It will cost us quite a bit of power to do this, but now it's way higher. I don't always understand this power thing, but I'm guessing as soon as the sun hits correctly on the power things, it's much better. And the power generation is going up. So that's automated iron ore as well. Perfect. That means we can leave the solar system and go somewhere else. Let's see, we're going right here. So from what I understand, you pretty much just point and click. So if we want to go here, we just press, I think it's caps lock as the key binding now, and then we'll just start to fly. Let's check. Ooh. Jesus. There's some, that looks pretty cool. So 2.3 light years. Does it slow down as it gets closer? It's 12.5 AUs per second. It's 7. Okay, it does decrease the speed as we get closer to other solar systems, but I'm guessing we have to stop it ourselves somehow. Let's see. There is the planets. And stop. Okay, press caps lock again to stop. That was easy. So what do we have here? Go a bit outside the solar system. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 planets and a sun in the middle. So what is the one? It has pretty nice solar generation, a lot of construction area. Silicon, no titanium ore, no iron, but it has copper and the other things. That's something. What about number 2? Organic crystals on this one. Ocean type water. Oh, might take the ocean type as well. I think there's sulfuric acid planets as well. Okay, what else do we have? That was number 1. Ocean type none. 2, 3. Ocean type water. That's where the crystals are at. Quite a lot of oil. Might actually be quite good. And what about number 4? Fire ice. Water as well. So let's just go and check out the planets a bit. Let's go to number 1 first, just to check out our new little galaxy here. Oh, sorry, not galaxy. Solar system. If it has anything good to offer. To be honest, one of the main things we are lacking right now is soil. So you can build some foundation. I pretty much just landfill in the most of our planet. I think that would be quite good. Also get the rare resources, might be good transporting back. So I kind of want to grab maybe all of that, but right now we can only grab one planet, if you can say it like that, in terms of getting resources back. So we need to get 4, what's it called, towers here. Ooh, that looks like small mountains we can collect for dirt. Very windy. Let's just collect some dirt while we're here. Because I need that. Oh, look at that. How much we're getting. That's perfect. Ooh, yes. So that's something we can always gather. It's actually quite funny that it takes no room doing this. I'm not complaining about it. I just think it's quite fun. Funny that you can just fly to another planet and collect a ton of soil. And I need to do this. There we are. Already 100k. Perfect. Let's collect some more over here. Come to me, beautiful dirt. You are exactly what I need. And a few more here, and then we should be quite good in terms of gotten a bit more. So does this have anything cool? Not really. There's not really that much here we want. So let's just go to what's it called? Maybe the fire ice one. Number 2, Benny Crystal has oil as well. It's quite good. Let's go to, was it number 4? Yeah, number 4, fire ice. That's kind of what I want to transport back for now. And this one is just right now for collecting a bit of dirt. That gave it all to me. I'm just charging some power while we do this. Yes, please. Thank you. If you know a better way of collecting soil, do comment. I also do it because this, other than using foundation, which I think might be the best, just spending a bit on making those and just landfilling an entire world with those might actually be a bit quicker. But of course it does cost a bit more. That's just about half power now. That should be quite good to leave this area and go to the next. Okay, look at that. That's a ton we have right here. Let's just grab this entire mountain. If this is a mountain. It is the highest I've seen so far. That's why I'm defining this as a mountain. And let's get just a tiny smidge more over here. There we are. That gives us 350. That should be enough to landfill quite a lot at our home world. So good to know that we have some here. Feels like a rather small planet though. So let's see, you want to go to number 4. Bunda! That's not where we're going at the moment. Want to go to this one because that has fire ice. Come out to gravity please. And fire ice is made to make, used to make a few things. So if you look over here, we can easily make graphene with that. And that is actually quite good because that requires sulfur and a lot of coal, which requires water stone. It's quite a long process train, and this is just way easier to do and gives a small amount of hydrogen back as well. So I think that is the best resource to get back at the moment. We can also hook up a few more things here just to have it. Setting up wind and such. You know how good this plant is. It is the best for wind, so maybe just setting up wind will be good. Ooh, an ice planet. That looks kind of cool. Let's see, the fire ice is somewhere. Let's see. Oh, there's fire ice vein right here. We have 1, 2 veins, 3 veins, spread out a bit. So maybe right here will be a good place to go. Or is there some way to mark it on the map where you want to go? Fire ice. As far as there. Silicon, fire ice. So what if we just place it right here in the middle? Then we can also hook up the silicon and titanium and such. Of course, the transportation of it is something we'll have to manage if half is good enough. So first I just want to check one of these. Can it reach here? What does it say? Of course not. It does take it from the Dyson Sphere that's in the system. So that's a big no. So we'll go with wind and solar on this one. With a few accumulators. I think that'll be fine. So firstly, you will be our new thing. Fire ice, fire ice. Could set it on the pole. But no, let's just do it right here. Then we'll just mine up a ton of this. I would like to mine all of you, please. That all of them covered. Let's turn you a bit and then have a little look afterwards. That is all of them covered. Then we just hook all of this up. Then we'll have to check how fast it can actually mine. And let's set down a ton of wind. A ton. What we have brought at least. On every second one. I think that's the way we have learned it so far. Quite nice that we don't have to, what's it called, place down any landfill. Wait, that is too far out, isn't it? We'll just place them as closely as we can on these grid lines. And use all the power we generate to power our things. Also getting ourselves a bit of dirt doing this. So that I'm not complaining about. About 2,000 per one we place. Then we can place solar in between. Don't know if there's a better or worse place to place them. Can move you a bit. Can. That gives us a bit of wind. That gives us 8.3 megawatts of continuous power. And then we have some solar. How are you rotating? You're rotating around, so sun should get here at some point. Rotation. So there's a large amount of time where we have no coverage. That is fine. So let's see here. Might be best placed more on the equator. I've still not quite figured out the solar power yet. And what the best way is. I'm guessing where it rotates the fastest would be best. So we don't have long periods of time without power unless we have accumulators that can store enough. That's of course always the issue. Let's get the rest of you down. Then I'll get some accumulators in afterwards. Let's do just this. Oh, that actually fits in perfectly. Who would have? That's quite lucky. And here comes the sun. That means these will start to work. So that is quite good, generating a lot of power. That also gets down some of our accumulators, they can just stay in here. To store some of all the power we're producing for when we need it. And as soon as we activate that, the planetary logistics, we are going to drain most of our power. But to be honest, I think this is quite nice to have. That should be a bit of power generation. Is it a good setup? It works. Hopefully gonna do what I wanted to. So that's 15 megawatts of power. That changes depending on how well the sun is shining on it. And let's hook up all of you up here. Yeah. Oh, and you guys. And then to hook up and see what kind of speed we get on these. You'll go around like that, so that's a bit annoying the way this goes. Go out to here, and you can go out as well. So if you go on one side, would that be good enough? So you can go, oops. You can go right here. If we get you in here as well to that one, then we'll see if that is fast enough. Then these four will connect up as well. And one of you should be able to reach, I hope. Seems correct. So you are producing quite a bit. Could in theory just go with these from right here. Yeah, so get one of you. I think that actually would be cheaper in some regards. You can just go to about here. And that should be able to take everything that goes out this way. Then we'll do the same over here. Pretty much getting it all on one of these and into that one. And you will supply fire ice for days. You can just start remote supply, exactly. You'll get in a few of you. And must equip warpers. How does it get a warper? Does it need to be in the station then? As something it needs? Let's just try and put it here. If that is something it needs. Local supply, remote supply. So remote demands, I just want to get maybe 400 or 500 this at a time. So we can get things going. That's quite quick. That looks kind of cool. And kind of simple. And you just do this one. It'll be easier. You'll start right here and go in and connect up here. And the rest will just kind of go in. Let's do these. It's easier to manage if we just do the same speed everywhere. Wow, so that can't handle everything. Well, it should as soon as they empty out. It's just because they have things backed up now. Look at that. Look at the speed. God, I'm so glad we set up them all last episode. So we have these things being produced. There we are. That is filling up very nicely. Power-wise, this probably can't keep up. Only consuming 3 megawatts. Okay, but as soon as we hook this one up, that's going to consume quite a bit. But that is fine. See, can you do this and give you power? That's going to completely drain our thing. That's not enough placing one of these. It does need one of these normal towers. And I just kind of want to take some power from here so we don't strain the main base too much. Remote supply, local supply. Yeah, so it only flies out. This one flies it in and collects it. But do we need to put in a few here? Oh, the 5 disappeared? Did it just go into this one then? Okay, so they're all equipping it. You can't see how many they have, but must equip warpers. If the transport distance reaches the distance to enable warp, the vessel won't depart you until it equips the space warpers. Okay, so it takes from here. Thank God we're supplying it then. We can say transport range. Light years, if you say only want to transport 6 light years, because then we'll only go to our home galaxy instead of going anywhere else. Let's see. Oh, let's go up a bit more. So want to go to right here. Yeah, 3 light years. So if you set you to about 3 light years, I think that'll be best. So in the future, if we have different what's called planetary systems, it won't send it to those areas. And this is just transport out, grab this from our main world. So let's try and fly back and enable our new setup. Yeah, this is gonna run out very soon, but as soon as this is full, it's gonna be fine. You can go all the way down to 30. But to try and keep up. So, time to go home. Unless you want to hook up something else here. One more fire ice while we're at it. Now let's just try and keep this and then we'll go back. There's about 1.8 million here. That'll last quite a while. Oh, the ice is cracking. I was wondering what that sound was. Is this the sound of snow? That's the sound of ice cracking. Good enough. Nothing else I want to hook up here? No. Wait, oh, we can pin something. How does that work? Did not notice that before. Can I do the same? Pinned, unpinned. Where is our own galaxy? I want to see our own solar system. There we are. Oh, so it shows on the map, I'm guessing. So out here, it shows that one. If you do it to the Burma one as well. Let's see, was it over here? Let's just test. Or this one. Does that mean it shows up here as well? Ah, good. Good, 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 good. There's more ores, water, oceans. Requires University Exploration 4. That's a bit too expensive for us still. So, let's go back and just see if we can warp this back to our own planet. Yeah. So, fly my little thing. Also, let's just check. Did we just use one? Okay, we use one per warp. So this one should probably use 2. 1 to go here and 1 to go back. That does mean that wherever it's delivering it to, it should probably have some as well to refill it. Unless it takes 2 per trip. So, don't want to go there. Want to go to our own planets. Own solar system. Where is it at? It is there. Okay, so that way. Can actually be quite hard to find your own planet's own solar system. Why is that? Am I just blind? Ah, there we are. Okay, let's go back home and set this up. I do like this animation. Oh, so depending on how close it is to a planet, it slows down. That is actually quite nice. You don't just wish by. Or whoosh by even, if needed. So we are coming in for landing. There is our home world. We should probably stop about... Oh, look at the Dyson Sphere. Nice. it's so cool coming back. No, we haven't been gone long, but just seeing this is so cool. So back home, and let's set up fire ice. And then we'll figure out what we do with it afterwards. Other than just setting up a new production chain that has those. And look at that, transporting things between the planet, iron ore, or intergalactic, or inter-solar system. Thing is finally kicking off. So let's go over here. Come on, oh, out of power. We'll just recharge some. Probably upgrade our mech a bit more to get it up and running. So we'll hook up fire ice to fly back to this galaxy. Probably not set it to get 10k or 10,000 at a time. Maybe just set it to 1,000, just to try it out and see the transport time and such. Okay, we're home. So where should the fire ice go in? In theory, we should want those in everyone. So what if we just take it in back here? So that will be an interstellar 1 for now. And then we will upgrade it when we go forward. Should probably just have that. One of these delivering to different towers around the place. But we'll use this one for now. So if we add in one of these, it should deliver 500 of these to the other planets. Okay, let's just make one and see if it will take these and fly in somewhere else, or it has to request it from the other side. Let's see if it flies like this. No. So they are being requested. Distance to enable warp. Oh wait, did I set that wrong? So if I take this below that one, will it work then? Exciting, exciting. Oh wait, unless it's not getting any. How do I get you to work? So it has power, it has the range, it has one of you. Nothing is being requested, or it has remote supply. The space warpers can be equipped and activated by vessel automatically if the distance is reached. So if 2 is reached... Ooh, activating a warp consumes a huge amount of power. It needs to have 100%. So, can it travel without warp? What if we do that? Must equip warper. So now it flies without a warper. Let's see, is it this one? Oh, they can travel without warping. Wonder how long it takes then. Is this the way to the other galaxy? It is right there. It means it's traveling there now without... Wait, is it you? You're going somewhere else. So if we do without warp, we can still transport between planets. Let's just fly outside the galaxy then. Again, the solar system. Don't think we have anything here, do we? There might be something here. That's fine. So where are you going? You took some. If the transport distance reaches the distance. If the transport distance reached the distance to enable warp, vote the power onto creep the space warper. But we have him here. Does it need to circle around and go in then? I'll have to... I Must decrypt warpers. Oh well, I'll have to test this out and then I'll give you a sit rep when I figure it out. Can we see anything traveling between solar systems? Or it might be that one. That has a long ways to go before it's over there. Seriously gonna fly all the way there, little ship. Good luck to you. Yeah, we'll keep it at that one. So I think that was the last thing. We're at least delivering it now to a different world. To be honest, anything above 2 and I'll kind of want to warp. Because anything less, then you could probably just warp inside the solar system. And that I don't want it to. So let's just hook you up to what's it called? Our little area up here. So we can actually get the last science flowing into our little contraption. So let's make the circle. So you'll just go around like this. To here. And I want this to circle, not because it's needed, but because it looks rather cool. So should we just lift you a bit? We'll also just stop it here, but I want it to spin. Yeah, we'll just lift you over. You can go to there, and then you can go down over here. And that looks kind of weird, but it should work. And then we can collect the science in, and the science in. Then we'll just output green right here. So take you to right. Here you'll be number 5. And number 5 will be green. And you'll request 1,000 like the other one, so we have a bit stored. Local demand. There we are. That is flying around. It's funny that it says 12U is the distance to enable warp by default. Well, we'll figure it out, but let's just see the green flowing in, because then we should have all the sciences hooked up. Watching this launch in the background is also very, very nice. Come on, little drones, please bring in some green. Shouldn't be far. Oh, these have probably gone down to get the green, then flying back. There we are. Then, as a high note, we'll just watch the green flow in. On this highly successful episode where we traveled to a different solar system, we hooked up the green, we are... Actually, I forgot to hook up the transportation of fire ice. We need to go back and do that, but at least this is flowing. We have green as well. Yeah, 10. Perfect. So let's just go back. Oh, is this way? I just want to hook up the fire ice. That's kind of the whole thing, or the whole point we had before. Or is it over here? Ah, there we are. And I want you to request fire ice as well, just to see if it goes. Let's just get 1,000 to see if it works. And what if it didn't say remote demand? And if we do that, oh well, seems a bit wonky. We will have to figure it out. We give it one drone, will then this one then start to fly there. I think that might be the reason why the other one is not working. Let's just get a few processing units. We should have some in storage back here. Yeah. Hopefully. That is a big no. That is being used for all kind of things back here. Oh well. I will just grab some from somewhere else then. Ah, some there. Thank you. So let's just build. Lack of materials. But it doesn't show it. What are you lacking? And craft that. Oh, there we go. Ah, there might be a bug in the way it's hooked up at the moment, that it said we missed something, even though... Oh, said we didn't miss anything, even though we did. There we go. So let's just hook this up and see if we can't get it to maybe request, if that is the reason. So if we give you a few more, we'll then start to request some ice. Transfer distance reach the disk to enable warp. Let's try it out just to see how it goes to transport distance. Where is my drone? Is this one? You left. Oh, you delivered more than that. This should be the 500. Then do one more. I'm sure we crafted 2, didn't we? Well, I will figure this out in between episodes, so hopefully you can comment down below if I'm completely lost in the way this works. Should probably make a tutorial for it at some point to teach people how to it, and probably teach myself as well. So yeah, I'll end the episode here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Do tune in next time, or tomorrow hopefully, where we will hook up this one so it actually works. So let's just, I just want to put it in and see if it works now. Yes, there we go, okay. It is correct, it just needed to deliver these first, because set it to 500, it delivered 600. And now it's gonna deliver, or gather 300 of these. So, so that's mighty fine. So there we go, I'll end the episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.